red chili sassy ice cream shake. It's got strawberries, vanilla soft serve, and some kind of burning hot red chilies. So here we go. Catches up to you.
It wasn't just the chilies that we fell in love with in La Tierra del Encanto, the land of enchantment. It was the entire state. And we spent 2 months over the winter here and explored basically the length and breadth of the place and had just an absolutely fabulous time. New Mexico's kind of majesty and the beauty of it and just the breathtaking, gobsmacking views and the big skies were something really that I had dreamt of since I was a little guy, growing up in Rhode Island with trees all around us, and the farthest you could see basically was about 100 yards.
Hey, good morning, friends. Saturday morning here in southern New Mexico. We got ourselves a little unexpected snow squall, which is cool. And sun coming up here right behind me, which is neat. Got a little bit of blue sky even. Just typical here of our experience in New Mexico. You can get like 4 seasons in one day. But last night, we were nice and snug there in the stream. And the propane furnace kept us nice and toasty, which was cool. And today's our town day. So we're gonna take a break here from the Airstream and go into Capitan and Lincoln and Ruidoso and have a little fun. Isn't it lovely here? All right, it's town day here on Saturday, which includes laundry. And so we're heading into Capitan. We're gonna do some washing while we're getting breakfast and filling up the propane. And then we're gonna have a little fun rolling around in Lincoln County and Rui.
We got our dryer sheets and our little pots and our quarters.
Nice.
You're all set.
Here we go. It's a little frigid today. Look at all this. And it's snowing.
Yes, and it's snowing, which is ridiculous.
We woke up to snow squalls, 20s. Anyway.
So we're going to the Capitan Coin Laundry.
Here we go.
This is the epitome of RV living.
Here we go.
All right, and here we go. Look at this. And there's nobody here. We have it all to ourselves. Very, very exciting. All right, this is the fun part. My parents would hate this because I just shove as much laundry as possible with all kinds of colors.
It's not like a scientific process of matching up fabrics and colors.
Whites, darks, towels, undergarments.
All right.
Yeah.
Will you have enough space for 2 loads here?
Yeah, we should be able to get 2 loads in.
All right, this is $8 of quarters well spent here on 2 loads. Fun on Saturday, town day.
Laundry day, breakfast at Smoky the Bear restaurant. Very cool. It is absolutely adorable. There's Smoky Bear memorabilia everywhere. So if you are in Capitan, New Mexico, you definitely have to come to this restaurant.
Green chilies are awesome. Not too hot, just right for the gringos. All right, we are at the Smoky Bear restaurant in Capitan, New Mexico, and we just had probably the best breakfast I've had in about a year. It was the Mexican omelet with green chilies. It was freaking awesome. This is the second time we've had a chance to eat here, and we just thought it was so cool. And this is the family that owns the place and runs the place. We know this is Enrique and Senora?
Maria.
Maria. All right, now what's your family name?
Yeah, so we're the Hernandez family. This is my mom. I'm her son, the youngest. And it's actually just all family here, pretty much. I got my dad in the back, my uncle, my cousin comes, and my brother comes and works. So it's all family here. So once you walk in through the doors, it's like you never left home.
And as folks who own a local family-run business, we love to support similar family-run businesses, and especially in little towns like this, it's just so cool. If you are in the Capitan or Ruidoso area, it's worth a trip to stop here. This place is awesome. It's totally authentic, great food, sort of like home cooking with New Mexican flair to it.
Yeah.
The green chilies for the gringos, for the Anglos like me and the Irish kids.
are not too hot, so they took pity on me. I didn't even need to put sour cream on my chilies. How long you guys been in business here?
Yeah, so we've owned, well, my parents owned the restaurant for about 15 years.
Wow.
They actually grew up in a small town, kind of like this in Mexico. And they, immigrated to California, and that's where my dad was always in the restaurant business ever since he was 18. And then from there, he owned his own food truck in California. And then so he did have a cousin that lived here in Ruidoso, and he told him about this place. And ever since 15 years ago, here we are in Capitan.
Very cool. You've grown up here for the most part?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, since I was in 10th grade, I grew up here. So
nice. Good. And then and you're gonna take this over someday?
Yeah. Hopefully it's gonna be mine and my brothers. So
thank you so much. We really appreciate you guys doing this for us or with us, and congratulations, because your restaurant is awesome, and we want more people to come here.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Right.
Thank you. I really do appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Yes, thank you. Yes, sir.
Cool. All right, so we're cruising down Main Street here in Lincoln, New Mexico, site of the Lincoln County War, where Billy the Kid became his legend. And it's pretty confusing, but there's two big factions that were vying for both political and economic control of this area. And it led to historic, infamous gunfights and stuff. Finally put an end to it when the army at Fort Stanton nearby came over and intervened to end it. But it's a really cool place, like a step back in time. And for $7, you get to see all the exhibits and go through their really cool visitor center and museums. Absolutely worth it. So $7 well spent. I think you're going too hard.
Huh?
Oh, I lost it. All right, here we are at Bonito Valley Brewing in Lincoln, New Mexico, and right there. And this place was so cool. Awesome people, live music. We actually bumped into Joe, who was the DJ at our daughter's wedding up at Noisy Waters. And this place was so authentically awesome. Beer's good too.
Alright, so we are at the Noisy Waters tasting room in Ruidoso. Ironically, 4 weeks ago, my daughter got married at Noisy Waters Enchanted Vine, not too far from here. So we thought, hey, let's come down. It's part of our town day. It's a beautiful day outside, as you can see. A little bit of snow.
Yeah.
There is some sun somewhere. But anyway, cheers to an awesome Saturday.
While we got to visit a whole bunch of fun places throughout New Mexico, our favorite by far where we camped was the Rob Jagger campground on BLM land down near Alta and Ruidoso. And we had just magnificent views and skies. And we got a wonderful visit from our eldest, who's an Army captain at Fort Bliss, and had a blast exploring all these open spaces.
Hey friends, I figured I had to share this with you. I'm not sure if you can pick it up, but my right shoulder is Sierra Blanca, and it's really freaking magnificent this evening. And I have had this giant chunk of Mexico all evening, seemingly all to myself, and it's just really quite breathtaking. So, I'm looking at the sun now, and those mountains behind me now, on the other side, are the Capitan peaks, which are pretty awesome too. It's just open prairie, and it's beautiful uplands, kind of every which direction. It's really awesome, very special.
Alright, so we are in the middle of a massive emergency warning, high winds, and our Starlink actually left the ground, went flying, got a little dinged up, but now we have to figure out how we're going to use internet. So Paul has got a kettlebell and he's gonna try and bungee it onto the Starlink so that it doesn't blow away and we have internet so we can work.
We had some wild weather, and the wind sometimes was just howling. And one time it actually flipped over the Starlink and damaged it a little bit. And for us to continue to work, I had to actually figure out some way to tie it down. So I anchored it with one of our kettlebells and a bungee cord, which was fine. It worked okay. But even just stepping out into these like 50, 60 mile an hour winds really hurt. The gray storm or dust storm was amazing, and it had shut down basically traffic all over New Mexico, highways closed and whatnot. But we got it back up and running. We were able to get our Starlink back up so we could go about doing the work we need to do. And because we are digital nomads, we're not retired, we're still working, and we need to be able to access the internet for us to do much of our work. So we were able to improvise, adapt, and overcome, get the Starlink back up and running, and get back into action doing the work we needed to do. But it was only a day. This one time was only a day, but we had probably 5 or 6 days throughout the winter where the wind and the dust were just like nothing I had ever experienced back east, and where we'd go from clear, amazing skies to just a sandstorm. So just added to me some of the adventure and some majesty of the state, La Tierra del Encanto, the land of enchantment. And it's kind of a funny thing about me, but the worse the weather, the happier I am, as you can sort of see me smiling and running around outside in this insane weather. Coming from back east, the views are just amazing out here in these mountain states. And in Mexico, the skies and the light, there's just something different about the place. And I just was gobsmacked constantly. When we made it down to Elephant Butte Lake, this reservoir that's the Rio Grande dammed up near Truth or Consequences, we were just in awe. And thankfully, it was a period when we got some warm weather. We had been kind of chilly and up in the mountains, and coming down more into the lower elevations, we really enjoyed this beautiful sunshine and warm weather. In this state park, Elephant Butte State Park was a particular gem. It was pretty amazing. And you can camp during the summer, bring your trailer or your camper right down onto the beach next to the water. It's awesome.
All right, enjoying some sunshine here on Elephant Butte Lake. Late in the evening. This little hump right there is Rattlesnake Island. Apparently this is underwater at various times. See family camping out down there, and then beyond them, way out there, is the actual Elephant Butte.
The little town of Hatch is the chili capital of New Mexico, which happens to be the chili capital of the U.S. And we had a blast going down there. Found this small mercantile antique store with a really cool owner. And the whole feel of the place was a total Route 66 throwback. And I found an awesome brewery. We tend to have good luck finding breweries. And headed back up to Truth or Consequences and had some other beers at their lovely brewery, the Truth or Consequences Brewery. This little town here was a little gem in the middle of the valley, and we just had so much fun exploring all these different areas up and down this land of enchantment. Here we are outside of Sparky's, I guess, world famous burgers, barbecues, and shakes in Hatch, New Mexico. And we got a green chili shake,
It's called the Aussie.
Aussie. And I got a sassy with red chilies. So here it goes. Give it a shot.
I'm giving it whipped cream, ice cream, and a chili. Oh, geez. Aha. Green chilies have a kick.
All right. Woo.
Not sure this is something I would order all the time.
We'll have to fight our way through the red chilies and green chili ice cream shakes. All right, I got red chili sassy ice cream shake. It's got strawberries, vanilla soft serve, and some kind of burning hot red chilies. So here we go. The first few seconds are awesome, and then, you know, it catches up to you, and there's a afterburn. But this isn't quite as intense as Julie's. It's got the green chilies, chunks of green chilies. So this is a little more like tolerable for an Irish kid.
Shake that doesn't have a green chili in it.
You got a green chili goosing you from behind there. All right, this corner here. Whether it was the herds of elk or wild horses or just the amazing views that we got to soak up, we had such a blast in New Mexico, and got to try out my brand new Primus stove, grilling up some New Mexico beef and tossing back some Santa Fe IPAs. It was really just a special couple of months here in the winter, and we're always going to remember our time fondly in La Tierra del Encanto. And then we kind of finished it up with a quick visit with Em down in El Paso in the Franklin Mountains, which is also a beautiful gem just south of the border. But I was up every morning and out every sunset or every evening for the sunsets. So the sunrises and sunsets and the air and light and views in New Mexico are just remarkable. And I hope that you have a chance someday to soak them in like we did, and just soak up all that La Tierra del Encanto has to offer. Peace.